let's get started.
It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wife! I am a wife!
You've waited long enough.
How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRB.
Good morning,
everybody.
Morning, Houston, Texas. It's Monday already again, May 13th of 2024, and it's 6:01 a.m. with Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Ahmad. Sam's out today because she enjoyed her Mother's Day weekend in her hometown because her brother graduated college. Big college weekend
Yeah.
of graduations for Mother's Day, which is nice. That's a great gift for your
Noticed
mom.
a lot of cars like
graduating.
noticed a lot of cars like saying, "Oh, going off to such and such college."
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Saw
the
a
thing,
lot
now,
of that
decorate
this
the cars.
weekend.
Braggers.
The car
Great.
decorations.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh, they're excited.
for me, it was just, I'm going to community college.
And
there's
going,
nothing wrong with
HCC,
that.
here I am.
That's what
I'm
I did.
actually really
Save some
glad-
money.
I'm super glad that was not the culture for me when I was in high school because I probably would be feeling so much. Imagine if you're that kid that doesn't know yet, you haven't gotten in somewhere yet.
That's
It's so much
okay.
pressure. It's not okay when
It's okay as
everybody
a
in your
grown man.
class,
Yeah.
everybody in your class has their car decorated
Yeah.
with streamers and it says A&M bound or
Yeah.
TCU bound or wherever bound, and you're just like.
It can make you feel down.
And then your
but
parents are like,
don't.
well, are we going to decorate the car with something? Look, we can't even decorate your car. Everybody feels that. Everybody feels that.
Good
It's so
lesson
terrible.
in life. Screw everybody else. Don't.
Yeah, just you do you.
It's hard, though.
Focus on you,
But it
and
is hard
you'll be a lot
because-
happier. And no easier said than done.
Your best
won't-
friends,
you won't
also
be a
your
lot
best
happier when
friends
you're
get into
18.
like A&M or UT and you didn't get in.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't know where you're going to go.
It'll be okay, though.
And let me throw you this one though, because this one threw me off. Because I know we did dumb things too in high school because we didn't look at the sinister side of it. We only did the innocent fun side of it. But there was a car that was decorated with shoe polish, and it was the girl's birthday and she was graduating. And clearly her friends did this to her car because I saw it in the parking lot. And it was like all hot pink and white shoe polish all over the windows. And it says like wherever she was going to school, I think it was UT, I can't remember. And it says, it gave out her Venmo. It says, Venmo me for my birthday.
That's kind
And
of
then
dangerous.
it said, I like toes.
Oh, geez.
Send me pictures.
"Oh no,
Send
Their
pics.
friends are
I
totally
like
pranking them.
toes.
that's not
So
nice."
you know that this girl just like got probably surprised with her car like this, but on two different windows, the back, on the side of the car you
Did they
have
put
like,
her
the driver's,
social on the side?
No, really? No. You know the driver's side and the passenger side window, and some cars have that tiny little small window because it's an SUV. The small window said the thing about like send me pics, I like toes or whatever it was.
Oh, that's
very small.
And but still, it was so visible on both sides,
Oh my.
and I'm just like,
How are you going to send pics?
I don't know.
Unless
I mean,
they
her
have your
Venmo is
social.
on there. I don't know. Can you send pictures in Venmo? I don't know.
No.
I just thought it was so odd
send
because you can find the girl on
If I
Venmo.
had your social, right? How would I send pics?
No, because you can find the girl on Venmo.
I would know how to do that.
And then from there, if you really were psycho, crazy, cuckoo,
Stalk.
You can find it.
you can find it.
If
And
you're
I
into
just
toes,
thought,
you
I
can do
know
it.
these girls, this girl's friends must just think this is just so funny. But we are in a world where it's way more stepped up with creepers than we ever knew before. And
see
I'd be like,
people
get that off the car right now.
With signs in their yards where their kids go to school, a lot in the Bel Air, West U area. I'm just like, the less information you give people, man.
I know.
I just saw
Stickers
a
on your
TikTok
car.
of a cat burglar. She was talking about how she knew to pick houses with like ADT or security signs in the front yard because they're protecting something. So she knew to look in those houses.
Really?
So I feel like, yeah, you're advertising that you need
And I think a lot of times we get lazy. They just put them in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
People just put in the
The one
sign,
place
or
I had,
it's
though,
still there.
I think they can tell, though.
They put stickers in your windows. The one company I used to have, they would always put the stickers in all your windows in the corner because they wanted people to think it's secure. I mean, it was because it had cameras everywhere and alarms. But you're right. I guess they think
It
that's where they're
advertises,
spending the money.
Why would you put your kid's school in your front yard or
They sell that for they sell those signs for fundraisers, and I've never bought them. And my kids are always like, "You never buy our signs. You never buy the thing." Like because the team sign would say like, I don't know, let's say it's like the Thunder or something, and it'll have their name and their number. I don't want my people advertise. I don't advertise what team my kid's on, what her number is, and what her name is.
It just tells me they know when your kid has to be at school, goes to Pin Oak. Oh, they have to be in by 8. Okay, that means
House is empty.
7:40 to 8:05. You're gone taking your kid to school.
I don't know.
It's sad that we have to live in this kind of world where we
We
got to
do.
think about these things.
Because the criminals are thinking that
Yeah,
way.
you're right.
If they put that to good use, these criminal minds.
I know.
It's the same thing as looking at people's obituaries or wedding announcements and robbing them on their funeral days
Oh,
and
God.
wedding days.
You're kicking people on the lowest day of their life.
You're really on the bus
What, the
to
wedding?
hell if you
No, the funeral.
if you steal from somebody on their funeral day for their family. Terrible. And yeah, wedding day also. That's such a joyous day, and your house gets cleaned out. What about when Altuve was he was on TV playing game on was it what was a
He was getting
holiday?
a championship ring the first game of the season.
That's what it was, and his house was getting robbed.
Oh, my gosh.
Isn't that crazy?
Why?
I mean,
I wonder if they knew when they were robbing that was Altuve's house and they break in.
Yeah, because they knew right to go for those watches.
Because that's a gutsy move, because, if it's high profile or a celebrity, they're going to stop at nothing to track down who did this.
and they did find the guys. It took a few days, but they did find him. Remember, Ellen Rosen was
When we were at that event, we heard Alan talk to the owner
Jim Crane.
and say, hey, because he was asked, what about this? And he's like, oh, we got to take care of. I'm like, ooh,
Nice.
We're eavesdropping.
Little scuttlebutt. Hey, I want to give you some scuttlebutt from, yesterday. I got a listener line call, and I want to play this so bad because it was Mother's Day, and somebody was wishing you and Sam a happy Mother's Day. It's somebody that calls in very often. She's actually part of the listener line intro where it goes, screw you, clown.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she's so subdued. And trust me, this is highly edited. It went on. There were long pauses because somebody had been imbibing. Listen to this.
I've had a pretty good Mother's Day. My kids got me flowers and stuff, and my partner took me out to eat. I had 3 margaritas, watermelon ritas, a Mother's Day shot. I'm home and I'm about to take a nap to sleep off these watermelon ritas. And I'm going to get up and play some Resident Evil on my PlayStation. I want to say Happy Mother's Day, Sam and Roula, and all the KRBE working moms and pet moms and all the moms of Houston. I'm feeling good right now. I'm not even going to lie to you.
I don't know.
Happy Mother's Day. May you all be blessed and appreciated every day of your lives. And have a good watermelon Rita, too. Love you, Houston.
Now, I wonder how she's feeling right now.
Those move fast on you.
I'm not
Those
used to her sounding like
watermelon
that.
Oh, and
I
trust
know.
me, that took almost 2.5 minutes for her to say that.
Hey, at least she was in a safe place
She's
thinking
sweet that
about
she
it. Said
cared
she had
about
some
y'all.
drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wishing us a happy Mother's Day. Sounds like she had a great one. Good times.
Gonna hear about your Mother's Day later on here.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
I
You
think
know.
around, what time is it? 7 we're doing? Letting moms vent?
If you were let
Mothers
down.
that didn't get,
Yep, 7 a.m.
I thought of that yesterday. I was thinking right now somebody's really mad.
somebody's hurting.
They went unacknowledged. Unacknowledged.
Some buddies realized they didn't make plans like for their mate or their mom to book a restaurant and thinks they can just show up.
Oh, no.
You know, well, I hope you're hungry
Unless you're
in
going
2
to,
hours.
yeah,
before
unless
your
you're going to
table's
like
ready.
KFC or McDonald's or something like that, you're not getting seated.
You do
Hope,
that
hope
on
you
Mother's
like
Day.
waiting around, looking at your
Yeah,
phone.
that may not be the best Mother's Day gift.
There used to be Mother's Day Rockets playoff games. When I used to wait tables, that was the culture when the Rockets were in it in the 90s. And they especially the year they got the moniker Clutch City. It's because we'd gone down 2-0 against the Phoenix Suns. And there were more Suns fans at the Toyota Center. I'm sorry, at the Compaq Center, now Lakewood Church. Then there were Rockets fans, and then we came back. We won that series, so it was Clutch City. But I remember Mother's Day chaos, and that game was on, so at least they had that to watch.
Man.
Like, and then the next year, because the Rockets were doing very well, and they were getting in playoffs, and so
all the
at
husbands
least,
are like, oh,
It's
can we
like,
make this a fast dinner?
yeah, we have
or
TV
brunch?
on in the bar while you're waiting for your lunch.
All the guys are in there watching it.
Well, I mean, that was just the waiting area, so at least we had the games on. All right, that's not the
Well,
case
the
right
Rockets
now.
got the third pick of the draft, which is huge because they weren't expected to get that. This is like 4 years in a row we've had the top 4 picks.
Isn't that
Why
crazy?
weren't they expected to get the third?
Just because they were 41-41, they had the chances was like 12%. Say they had the pick from Brooklyn,
Okay.
and Brooklyn's pick was third, so we got that pick.
Oh, nice.
Didn't Atlanta get the number 1 pick?
Yep. So yeah, it was pretty good for Houston. They didn't expect that. We thought maybe a 8th pick or something, 9th. They got a
Could be a good
third.
year coming
I'm
up.
saying 4th, but it's 3rd. They had 4th last year.
So, according to your math, Eric, these are the redo years. What years are we going to see the playoff fun? Like 5 years from now?
Next year.
Next year?
Yep. You can mark
Mark
it down
Eric's
right now.
words. Mark Eric's words.
Because
All
Oklahoma
right.
City Thunder had the same record like they did this year, and now they're the number 1 seed.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Wow, nice.
I'm saying
Okay.
right now. Buy your season tickets now.
Coming up next, I'm going to tell you all about Austin City Limits and how you can score some tickets to some really fantastic shows. Also, Oprah is issuing an apology to everyone that's ever watched her show ever. But why?
Oh, God.
But why?
Okay.
Should we do that? Anyone that's ever listened to our show, we have to apologize.
Ever.
Apologize. Those
Ever.
early years.
What happened? We'll just give you that in scoop. Here's your weather for today.
It's going to be cloudy. We got a chance of rain this afternoon. It looks like a high of 87 right now, 75 degrees and 611 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
I'm pleased to introduce Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
On KRBE.
All right, a couple of housekeeping items, as I like to call them, as we kick off a new week here on KRBE. You know, Austin City Limits was announced last week, and we are going to
Thursday
give
or
you a
Wednesday?
chance. Yeah, we're going to give you a chance to experience Austin City Limits
That's so fun.
Music Festival every day this week from at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. You can score free tickets. It is a 9-stage, 2-weekend extravaganza that happens in October in Austin. And the performers this year are Dua Lipa, Benson Boone, Teddy Swims, Chris Stapleton, Blink-182, Tyler, the Creator.
Oh, yeah.
There are a lot of people on this
Big
lineup.
lineup.
Good lineup.
So 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Listen for those times to win tickets to Austin City Limits Music Festival. It is also concert week. We've got great deals on upcoming shows that are going to hit Houston. And you can get Missy Elliott tickets, Dan and Shay tickets, Glass Animals, New Kids on the Block, Megan Trainor, and so many more. Get your tickets at livenation.com. And we've got some New Kids on the Block tickets coming up this week for concert week at livenation.com. Some tickets are on sale, guys, for $25.
Nice.
Whoa.
So
That's
you
a really
you
good
just have to
price.
look and see which ones you
Right.
can get.
That's very exciting. All right. So Oprah Winfrey being on the air for like, what, 25 years. And I always say I was raised by Oprah because in Houston, Texas, Oprah aired every day for all those years at 4 p.m. on KHOU Channel 11. And then I'd watch the 5 o'clock news afterwards. As like a 20-year-old who didn't care about news, I just find myself watching the first 15
Just
minutes
turn
of
the
news.
channel?
Yeah.
There's a whole generation raised on Oprah.
100%. And there are so many things I learned from the Oprah show about how burglars pick your house to rob it, how to get out of a house fire, you know, all this stuff. I remember I was really sad when she went off the air and then we didn't get like a tutorial on things like digital media and things like that because that wasn't around yet. But I do remember when TiVo came out, she did like a TiVo tutorial. It's just like, now tell me how this works again. Do you remember the noises that the TiVo used to make, like boom, boom?
Yeah,
Like a big,
yeah,
like
yeah.
like little pop noises. It's so funny because she was like, okay, I don't know how to use this. And so she had somebody on to talk about TiVo. Anyway, there's a lot we learned from Oprah.
No one's doing that. I mean, all these people that are doing their shows, it's mostly they bring celebrities
Mm-hmm.
on.
They should do like a 101 for the dummy it down for those that don't know. It doesn't hurt.
All you have to do is just study Oprah. Go look and watch her first, or not the first 3 years, but like year 4 to 12.
And you can apply
and
those.
kind of see how her success worked.
Yeah.
And how
Right.
you could do it. Doesn't always have to be celebrities. I know she had the big celebrities on.
She
but
did,
Right.
but you can apply those methods
But not every day.
to
Be like,
today's
we-
technology.
We don't even like having celebrities on half the time because
Yeah, they just
don't-
come on to plug whatever they want to
Well,
plug,
especially
and
if
they
you
don't want
get
to talk about
if,
it.
If you
6
don't get
minutes,
something
good.
long enough with them that's of substance, then it feels really rushed and terrible. And yeah, the double-edged sword of some quote celebrities is some people like them and some people don't know who they are, and then you're like
And they
on
just turn
6
it-
minutes with
yeah.
someone that nobody cares about.
You don't know who it is. You turn it or you don't hear who it is.
Right.
Yeah, you flip in the middle of the interview and like, who is this?
Yeah,
they
so-
really want to promote this movie.
Well, it is our job to continuously and reintroduce them. You got to do that like every couple of.
And that's why I think
30
podcasts
seconds.
are successful with celebrities because you don't have to do that.
you know
Yeah,
that
it's in the
entire interview,
title,
what
right.
it's about.
So Oprah is apologizing, but for what? She says, you know, this is generational. There's always a weight battle generationally with everyone. Everyone is concerned with their weight, no matter how thin you are or how big you are. When somebody takes a group picture and you're looking at the picture, you're only looking at yourself to see how you look in the picture, right?
True.
And then you tear yourself down, maybe silently inside your head, like, I look too big here, or I don't like this angle, all this stuff. So she says, she was saying this during a Weight Watchers live stream last week. As you know, she decided to step down from Weight Watchers as a spokesperson because she's doing one of the shots. She did not say which one it is that's helped her and many other Americans lose weight. And she said that she regrets participating in toxic diet culture over the years because she says, and I quote, I've been a major contributor to it. I can't tell you how many weight loss shows and makeovers I did, and they've been a staple since I was working in television. But one of her biggest regrets, and she said this many times, is bringing out the wagon with 67 pounds of fat in it in a bag to show that she had lost 67 pounds on this liquid diet. Now, I'm going to defend her right out of the box and say that's all she knew to do. You know what I mean? Like, Oprah was so under a microscope for who she was and being on TV every day, and her weight loss battle, you cannot deny it. You can't hide it.
Well, she was excited
so
about her
when she lost the
accomplishment.
weight, she wanted to show that she had lost this much weight, and she's always said she hated she regretted the fat wagon thing, but she just says that it sent a message that starving yourself with a liquid diet set a standard for people watching that I nor anybody else could uphold. The very next day, she had started getting the weight back. She famously said that. She said by the time that show had aired in like a week and a half, she couldn't fit in the clothes that she was wearing on that day. Where she showed off her new body. And she always quoted, Maya Angelou was such a close friend of hers, but there's a quote that Maya Angelou said that always got instilled in me watching Oprah, and is when you know better, you do better. So when you think you're doing something right now that's okay, maybe in 5 years you look back on it and you're thinking, oh, that wasn't really that great. So then you're trying to kind of make amends for that. Right. So that's kind of where she is with this. But toxic diet culture, I'll put it on her. She didn't have a choice, really. If she got thinner, people noticed. And her clothes would look different, and she dressed differently. If she got bigger, people noticed. So she couldn't hide the diet or whatever she's doing. And people always ask, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? People seem to want to tell you how to lose the weight. It's nice if you lose weight, but they want to know how you did it, and then they want to judge how you did it.
Well, I mean,
right?
when you're choosing a diet, you got to look at it like this. Is the second that I go off of this going to mean that I'm going to immediately put it back on? And if the answer is yes, then that's probably not the diet for you.
But it feels good while you're getting thinner.
But isn't it?
I'll take that.
Any diet, once you go off a diet.
Exactly.
Yeah, you just have to learn how to do everything in moderation.
As a friend of mine says, pendulum's going to swing the other way eventually.
Moderation is, that's true.
Yeah.
Moderation is the key for anything, right?
Yeah.
Right. Drinking, eating, gambling.
Watching movies, TV, like streaming.
Binging.
Anything.
Yeah. So Oprah regrets contributing to diet culture, but I'm going to tell you my personal opinion. She didn't have a choice. People always ask, what's this? What's that? What's this? So, you think you're doing the right thing because it works for you. It doesn't work for everybody, but let's see how this gets received. Okay. This is kind of a funny article. Things that confuse non-Americans when they see them on American television shows and movies. Mm-hmm. I did not know this, but I don't know what the rest of the world calls Halloween because we have Halloween in October. I only know what Greece calls Halloween because that's my family background, and it's called Apokrias, and it's basically Mardi Gras. Before you kick off Lent, they do this huge, Apokrias party. It's called Apokrias, and you dress up in costumes and you party before you go into the fasting window for Easter. But our obsession with Halloween is very real, and other countries don't get it. And how we have those themes in our TV shows and our movies, or we're so crazy about scary movies.
Oh, that's all I saw this weekend. I went and saw a movie, and it's like every single preview, whether it be even related to that kind of genre, it's horror film after horror film after horror film.
My youngest one loves the 47 meters movie, or the one Fall, where they climb up an antenna. And they're stranded up
Fall. Yeah,
Fall.
Fall.
There's a second one coming out.
What's that from?
Out.
Is that on Netflix or something, or is that actually a major release?
They're a major release.
I mean,
Yeah,
in the silver screen, like in the theater, or this is just
I think
a
it was
streaming
a little
release?
bit.
Yeah,
it was.
it
Okay.
She also saw one where they got stranded on a ski lift.
I think that one's like
And they did-
Frozen. Or
Yeah,
something.
they jump off. And then
Frozen, Fall.
I think she watched 47 meters with your daughter.
That's a shark movie where those
Yeah.
girls go down into that cave. Oh my God, that's terrifying. They watched that yesterday? Or this weekend?
Part of it. And they're
They did?
And I saw the dad get eaten by a shark or something. Like, we're done.
Have y'all seen?
gonna
Have y'all
watch
seen?
this.
47 meters is terrifying. I watched it kind of like in passing, and I'm like, I can't because it's a dark cave where these girls get trapped, and these sharks come like right at them, but they're blind. So sometimes the shark is right in front of them that doesn't know.
The sharks are blind?
Yeah, the shark is blind, I guess, from being in the cave or something. But if it. I don't know. I didn't watch the whole thing, but it just freaked me out enough. Okay, other
Kids
things
love that
that
stuff.
confuse non-Americans when they see them in American TV and movies. The way we're always trying to stop natural disasters. Twister and Deep Impact and all this stuff.
The new Twisters looks good
It does.
with that
It
guy
actually
from
does.
Maverick. What's his name?
Glenn Powell.
Oh, yeah. And he's also from that romantic comedy.
Anyone But You.
Yes.
Yes.
The way this one person tweeted, it amuses me when Americans in movies try to stop a natural disaster ending the world because, they're Americans and they just have to try.
We can end it. We can end it. We can stop it.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it.
Remember Volcano? That was a movie with Tommy Lee Jones, wasn't he in that? Or
I don't know who started, but
Was there two
yeah.
Volcano movies? I think they had two asteroid movies.
What was the one with The Rock where it was a big earthquake?
San
Andreas. San Andreas.
Yeah, The Fault. Other things that people don't get that are non-Americans when they see it in our movies and television shows. The way children are cast to play inanimate objects like trees in school plays.
Yeah, that is funny.
Because you think about Love Actually is a British movie and they're doing a play, but every kid is playing an actual thing, like a lobster or an octopus
Well,
at
if there's
Christmas.
not enough
They were not playing
characters
trees
in the
and
film
bushes.
or the script. You got to come up with something for everybody.
Yeah,
that was pretty cute.
That's true. Good point.
Things that confuse that. We should do it the round table again one day and have our Houston transplants from around the world ask them, what confuses you about our culture here?
We gotta bring the round table back here the next break.
The round table.
I saw people like showing me, like my friend in Georgia, of the Northern Lights.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did we see that here? I didn't even hear about this happening.
I thought that was like Alaska, wasn't? Isn't it? Alaska?
No, it came all the way down into
in Chicago. My
There was
friend
a
family in
phenomenon
Chicago
over
were
the
seeing. I'm
weekend.
like, did anyone see it here?
I don't
Was it
think
because
so.
of clouds and all the haze we've had.
Between the
Too far down.
I'm pretty sure it was just that we were too far down, and it's hard to see when there's no hills here, so you can't really see the northern sky without looking up at someone else's house or a tree.
I saw it looks so beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone up north was sending pictures like, wow.
That's Sam. I have to text her.
I don't think she went. It was cloudy there. No, because I texted her. I was like, go outside. She's like, oh no, it's cloudy.
I missed it.
Yeah, my dad also was in a cloudy spot too. But everywhere else, it seemed like there's a Twitter thread with all these different beautiful images from all around the world.
The Northern Lights. Also, because it's Monday, you might tend to feel like, it's Monday. And you might get angry because it's Monday. We have a strategy for you on how to handle that today.
Nice.
Venting it out is something we asked you to do on our
Go
show.
back to bed.
Apparently that's not it.
Go back to bed.
We'll go around the table next on the Roula and Ryan Show. Learned that this weekend the Northern Lights made it all the way down to Houston because, as we were talking about, did anybody see that phenomenon? And we didn't think it.
I thought we were too
here.
far down. I saw friends and my family in Chicago. They had photos. Looked amazing.
Beautiful.
Well,
I
we
didn't
got
see it
text,
here.
Eric. Well, we were just talking about it during the commercial break that somebody from Conroe said they saw them in Conroe.
Cleveland, Texas. That photo Kev showed me was amazing.
Yeah, and you know what? People are sending me
Huntsville.
pictures now from LaGrange, and it's a nice, beautiful purple sky.
Man, how like, man, that sucks.
Yeah,
I know.
so amazing.
haze, purple haze.
That's really something else.
That's neat.
Purple Haze was a Jimi Hendrix song.
All right, that's fine. That's
But
what it
he's
looks like.
singing it like Purple Rain, like Prince. So that's that. Okay, it's also Monday, and let me just throw this your way to give you some Zen moments before they get out of control. This is the earliest part of your day, maybe. You haven't really had that much interaction with the rest of the people you're going to see today. If you feel like there's an anger ball coming around, like in your head, you're like, God, this person's making me crazy. I can't. Here's what you need to do. You could call the listener line, 713-278-VENT, and vent it out.
Safe spot. Yeah.
But in that moment, it says here, when you are feeling angry, the best way to handle it is to breathe deeply, count to 10, or what's the last one? Not yell into a pillow. It said better than yelling into a pillow. But I was going to say yell into something. But yeah, breathe deeply and count to 10. It says popular belief has it that we should let our anger out or vent it out. But actually, that doesn't really help you in the heat of the moment. Just
hold it in for 10 seconds. You got to hold it in for 10?
No, just take a deep breath and count to 10 so you can just focus on the
Doesn't say
10
breathe out.
countdown.
Yeah, you got to breathe out at some
Deep
point.
breathing and counting
There
to
is
10.
something to be said about that. I've been doing meditative breathing for years where it's like if
Maybe
you're
talk
trying to
about that.
lower your pulse rate, if you feel like your heart is beating a million miles an hour, close your eyes,
Anxiety.
breathe in 3 seconds deep, hold it for a second, and then slowly exhale for 7 seconds.
I heard a different
And then
math
repeat
equation on
it.
that.
No, oh no!
But it's
I mean,
not
I've
the
gone to
same- it's the
doctors
same
for this.
thing.
No, I've gone to doctors for this, and it's like, and it works. I've lowered my pulse was out of control, and I did this, and just repeat it. Do it for about 5-10 minutes, and man, you'll be
And there's a
you'll be golden.
military standard I read about for
What's the
those in
military?
combat when you find yourself in a position of such vulnerability and so that you don't panic. It was the 4x4x4 rules. It's like the same concept, just different timing. So you inhale for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, exhale it for 4 seconds. It was the 4-4-4 rule for the
That's what I always feel
military.
like with the police. They can practice all they want in a controlled area. to shoot and stuff. But when you're in
Right.
the real thing, that's why you always see like so many missed shots because their adrenaline kicks in. It's gonna be hard to focus because how can you can't practice that.
Nope.
Okay, now let's get to some funny because some parents watching this may have needed to take that breathing technique. This was college graduation weekend across the country for many colleges and universities. And one went viral for the wrong reasons. Thomas Jefferson University's graduation ceremony. You know, they usually stream these as well for those who can't watch. So there's different audio.
Can't watch live. Can't be
I'm sorry, who can't be there. Sorry, thank you for correcting that. Who cannot be there live, you can watch it online. Like I watched Columbia College when my cousin graduated from your alma mater.
Yep.
I watched that online.
I put my name and I put Row as rhymes with cow.
Oh,
And
nice.
I gave it to them, and I think they still got it wrong.
It's the thing you look forward to, and when somebody has to pronounce your name, you're just cringing because you're like, please say it right. Please say it right. For people named Roula or Ahmad, I'm sure you're like, oh, God, are they going to say my name?
Oh, they say your name wrong. Ahmad?
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah. Or on my graduation card, I wrote UH like and then mod like modification. You can't screw that up.
That's
and
pretty
they
good.
didn't.
They didn't screw it up?
They didn't.
See, it's kind of funny. I think some of the students see it coming. When my daughter was a senior, they all knew that the assistant principal or the principal was going to say their names wrong.
Well, how does it say Faith?
Well, they mangled her last name.
Yeah, what's wrong? That's cool.
Oh, Flanagan is a hard one.
Yeah,
Flanagan or Shaughnessy. What is Shaughnessy?
And they all like, kind of like place bets, like how bad is he going to screw up your name?
Well, Thomas Jefferson University gets first place when it comes to the worst pronunciation for every student walking across the platform because these kids, and I say kids because you really feel like a kid when you're an adult and you look back at them now, you're thinking, man, you were just starting out in life. Yep. But these people who think they are jumping into the world of adulthood didn't even know when to walk because they couldn't even understand what was happening with the name.
This thing got 13 million views in it happened on the 9th.
And before you hear...
So it's like 2 days ago, it had 13 million. Now it's probably got 30.
It's just so ridiculous.
Yes, it's so ridiculous. And the person's excuse was, now they've issued an apology, is that there were phonetic spellings presented on the speaker's card. Well, isn't the actual name written there? How do you not know the word Elizabeth?
Yeah, that's...
Here, so Ahmad's going to read us because Ahmad can see the screen of what name is being announced, and we're going to hear how it's pronounced, and Ahmad's going to tell us. You tell us the name first,
okay?
And we're going to hear the pronunciation for the name.
The first one is Allison Nicole Bishop.
Alisuna Cole Bishop. Sire.
And this next one is...
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Sarah Virginia Brennan.
Okay.
Uvun Jinju Brinan.
What the heck?
This next one,
No way.
excuse me, is Maeve Elizabeth Brostoski.
Now, Maeve, that could be a tough one.
That could be a little tough.
M-A-V-E, Maeve?
Yes.
Okay, M-A-V-E, Maeve. Maeve Elizabeth Brontowski?
Brostoski.
That could be tough.
I can see how that's tough. Let's hear how she says it.
Lee Zubeth Bratoski.
She actually said Brontowski,
You
right?
got the last name right.
What? Any more?
Wait, this next one is Molly Elizabeth Camp.
Ina Zubeth Camp.
What is wrong with this person?
Wait. This one is hilarious.
What's this one?
You should play one.
Then we got to decipher what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Well, we already know it's Thomas now.
Well, we'll hear. It's Thomas Michael.
Thomas.
Yeah.
And that was...
She didn't even finish his
God.
name. She said
couldn't.
Thomas.
I think someone
Because-
finally yelled at her.
Yeah, he was like, it's Thomas. And she's like, oh.
I just don't understand. I don't understand how this person.
Has she never
I don't
learned
care
how to
what
read?
her cards say. Did they only give her broken down phonetics of names and
Had it.
syllables and not full names? How do you not know the word Thomas?
But, like-
you're the commencement announcer.
What phonetic would make you say Tamume?
I don't get that.
It makes no sense.
And
It makes
also,
no
when
sense.
you pre-read this stuff beforehand, if you had any questions, then you just go to
Well, you
them.
better just put in TOMASS. Just Tom-ass.
Yeah.
I mean, my God. And the thing that angers me so much about this is you work your tail off to have this massive moment that so many people do not
Just worked
achieve.
for 4 solid years to
So
get
many people
this.
do
know what they
not
should do?
achieve the moment of graduation, and this person completely destroyed the walk.
People are thinking that's like Key and Peele, the substitute teacher bit.
Yeah.
The other one they do is where the football players say their names. I think that's what they should do. On the screen, when they go up, It's each person.
Says their own name.
That'd
They
be
either
great.
do it live or they all record it.
I'd
Put
be
it
like,
in order.
Roula Christie,
It's a
University of Houston.
great idea.
Like, I'd be so excited.
UH, you hear
Say
that?
my own name.
Do something different.
I like that.
Screw the person trying to say the name. That doesn't matter. They're over in the corner anyway. You don't shake
Yeah.
that person's hand.
Yeah,
Right.
wouldn't it
There's a
make you feel
reason.
better to say your own name also?
And you could do something special for like you each get 3 seconds.
Yes, but are they going to say that takes too long, Eric?
Or what
You
if
know
you're
how
really
long that'll
shy?
Like Aaron Pierce.
Well, you have the
Bye.
option. You have the option.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE with what's going down in H-Town.
Speaking of
Wait a minute.
education,
Somebody said the school is called Thomas Jefferson University.
Right. And she
how did
goes,
you not get
yeah.
Thomas right?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Thomas Jefferson
God.
University. She
Fire
couldn't say
her.
Thomas.
Or hope she
Yeah.
didn't go to that school. That's not a good look.
Houston ISD has alerted dozens of teachers and principals of their performance-based job cuts. So this story happened last week where they announced HISD that they're going to cut all positions across all areas. Among the dozens of teachers and principals that are asked to leave, that are being fired, we're talking about school principals of the year. They literally have an HISD elementary and middle school principal who was teacher of the year last year. Being fired now.
Whoa.
Mike Miles
What's
said
the cause? What's the cause?
Mike Miles says that the district is slashing the jobs in every department due to budget cuts.
So she was principal of the year last year or teacher of the year or principal of the year, I assume.
Principal of the year. So parents of HISD students spent part of Mother's Day preparing to hold this massive parent protest today. It's going to be this morning outside of the Meyerland Performing and Visual Arts Middle School because of the mass layoffs happening in the district. Their principals being cut. This protest is supposed to begin at 7:30 this morning, and so far over 200 people have RSVP'd.
You think it's awesome they're doing it, but Mike Miles doesn't care.
He doesn't care, clearly.
The state must not care.
The state doesn't. I mean, what are they doing? This is their idea of how to fix things by
what's his
firing
MO?
good
Wasn't he
educators?
assigned to this position?
Yeah.
So is there like some bigger job he's trying to get
It's
later?
budget
So
cuts,
he's
but
just
yeah,
like,
he's
this is
getting
just a
like, what,
hurdle. He's gonna
300
jump and move out of here?
They brought him in and paid him like $340,000.
Guaranteed deal, too, I think. So
Yeah,
he's like,
no
I can
cut.
do this for 3 or 4 years. My family will be good. Screw everything up here, and I'll leave and go back to Dallas or somewhere.
Somebody's going to take out those yard signs for graduation and just take one and put it in his yard. Like, this guy sucks at his job.
Imagine if he was your neighbor.
Oh, God. so
God.
Like
I wouldn't wanna live
you're a
next to him.
teacher, and then you got to live next to him.
I live next to the HISD guy.
That would be torture. The Galveston County Sheriff's Office is preparing for the annual Jeep Weekend. That's going to take place this upcoming weekend, May 17th through the 19th. That requires an all-hands-on-deck presence, they're saying. Several businesses near Crystal Beach, including the area's main grocery store, that's called the Big Store. They've already declared that, we're going to stay closed for the weekend rather than risk getting caught in the gridlock traffic. Residents of Crystal Beach and the peninsula are advised to shop for food and other necessities ahead of time before this event, or just
Is that
to
on
stay
Bolivar,
home.
right? On the Bolivar side? That's where Crystal Beach
Barricade
is?
your houses.
Bolivar
Getting
Peninsula?
beat up.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
because
always a lot of
notoriously,
legal problems.
unfortunately, Jeep Weekend brings a lot of violence and crime for some reason. Too much alcohol, too many people in their cars. They're trying to shut it
Yep.
down. So they're like, okay, we're not going to open the big store. Big
Mob
store's closed.
mentality, you get a bunch of people.
Oh, yeah.
So people
But
behave
wouldn't
yourselves.
wouldn't you be a little nervous, though, having your store closed down when you got all these people drunk and they need stuff?
No.
Well, some of them have those big metal doors
yeah,
that
the
they.
gates.
Yeah.
You can't break through
I'm not
there.
going to Costco and just fill my truck up with food and then
Sell it on the beach.
There's Eric. Hey, wait a second. That's a dude from the radio. He's selling food out of the back of his truck.
I just flipped his truck over. This ain't a Jeep, that's a Dodge Ram. You suck.
All right, coming up next on the Roula and Ryan Show. Yesterday was Mother's Day.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we have to do this every year so the mamas that were let down can vent it out. We even said over the weekend, we hope you're having a great Mother's Day weekend, but in case you were forgotten, your chance to let us hear about it is on Monday morning at 7.
Because it's the number one week when women sign up to cheat on their
They look for
websites.
affairs because they're just done with their mate that neglected them. 713-390-KRBE. If you did not have a great Mother's Day, we can try and make it better by letting you tell us about it.
Get it off your chest.
And then we'll give you a Roula and Ryan Show hug.
Yeah, the number is 713-390-KRBE. That's 713-390-5723 if you felt like your Mother's Day was...
We'll talk about it next on the Roula and Ryan Show.